Kristen. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. I wanted to share with you the cards that I made for Kendra's Card Challenge 18, otherwise known as KCC 18. That's 1-8. Basically, you can go to Kendra's Patreon page, and I can link her website in the Patreon page down below as well, in case you haven't heard of it. I started back with number 13 in January of 2024, and she's on to 18, which today, June 30th, 2025, is the last day for this challenge, number 18. Starting tomorrow, July 1, will be number 19, and I'm really looking forward to that, especially since I did see a little sneaky peek of some of the cards or the card sketches that will be coming up for that quarterly challenge. If you have any questions about that challenge, do let me know. I'll be happy to answer you or at least guide you in the correct direction. Basically, you're taking your 6 square pieces of paper that are 6 inches. She gives you the cutting guides and she gives you the sketches, and then you can enter them for challenges. I won't get into all the details on that, but if you do have any questions, do again let me know. So I thought I'd go over my cards that I made for that challenge. Normally there are 15 cards. This one is a special 18. There are 18 cards. So here we go with card sketch number 1. I believe, if I'm looking through my sketches correctly, these are again starting off points, but I went in a, let's see if I can find the page. Oops, missing a page. But I believe that I might have gone in a different orientation for this one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yes, I'm glad I double checked, because I did. Normally the orientation was going to go this way, but for the particular card strips that I was using, my words were going horizontal rather than vertical, so I liked it in this format. Now, for this particular quarters challenge, normally you would take the 6 square pieces of paper, cut them down, and they might come from the same paper pad or at least coordinate together. Well, this time I went totally random. I even wrote them out. I created a wheel of names, included all the paper pads that I had, including some digital sets, and then spun for each card sketch. I know, wild and crazy, but that's the randomness that I like. I think that has come along due to following Craft Roulette for so long. If you know, you know. So this one was a Kingston Crafts older Christmas set, and I of course love the pink, and of course that kind of Swiss dot in the background. This was a Stamps of Life snowflake, but I thought it all paired together very nicely. For sketch 2, I pulled out a Kendra's Card Challenge digital set. I do forget which one, but I will make sure to link it below. But I did like all the colorfulness that it allowed, but it allowed the white on white that I like to use for the background, as well as the top layer, which in this case I did corrugated. It makes the colors really pop and stand out. I do have someone in mind for this one. I did already let her know that I entered it for a challenge and that she will be getting it late, but better late than never. For sketch number 3, always good to have birthday cards on hand. I like the torn look that I did on this one. While that was not in the sketch, that was something I adapted for it. And of course, a primary of red and yellow, I always think go quite well together. And here we have for sketch number, we're on 4 now. Again, same cupcake, just done in a different way, and I think it came out pretty cute. And this was a digital set as well, this party kind of backgrounds. And these words, I believe, that may have been a Sarah Sassy LLC one. But I'll make sure to link all the stuff for the digital kits that I can find down below. Number 5, for sketch number 5, I use this to enter in one of the Craft Roulette weeks. If I can remember which one, I will link it below for you as well. But I like the brightness of the blues, but the dark of the kind of gold tone in the black. Oh, this one I also entered for a craft roulette. This here is sketch number 6. This was a fun one to use this Gina K1 to make a phone, and this was a Sassy's LLC digital background that I used. I believe science was a parameter that week. Okay, so here we go with sketch number 7. This is a Sassy's LLC, I believe. If it's not, it's from someone else, very similar, that does digital sentiments. But I thought with the fun papers in the background that really added to that. And of course, a pretty neat little embossing folder for that strip down at the bottom. And let's see, that again is sketch number 7. For 8, sorry crafty friends, this one has been spoken for, but easy enough to recreate. Sketch 8 had more of a circle as part of the sketch. I used that as a jumping off point and decided to use a butterfly in some dark teal, some light teal, aqua type colors, and of course that beautiful orange, all laid out on a nice beige background, again with the white card base. So I think I'll be making this one again in all kinds of various colors. Here we go for number 9. This used a bigger embossing folder that I had that I cut down. That's kind of like the latte art that can be found, and this was a set from Crafter's Companion, and I also used the some of the pattern papers. Something I noticed with that particular set of pattern papers, a lot of them didn't really coordinate with one another as well as I thought that they might. So I did manage to pull them together by inking the edges on all of them, and I thought that helped too. Okay, sketch number 10. I've heard from a crafty friend that this one was one of her favorites. Used a fun older Stampin' Up! Textured for the card base. Just went ahead and did that right on the card base. And then some pattern paper that I had in my stash. Very colorful, but I've had it for a little bit and never got the chance to use it. So I'm so happy I got to break that out. This was a little charm I had in my stash from years ago as part of a swap that I just kept because, you know, you never know. And so I finally got the chance to use it, and I love that. Here we go now with sketch number 11. This was a favorite for so many people I know because of the intertwined kind of background that this provided to me. It always looked like a ribbon border, and I thought, gosh, if you did have two-sided ribbon, how fun would that be? But I liked the lightness of the top layer and then the darkness of the bottom. It helped provide some shadows. Here we go with another lovely card for, let me check, sketch number 12. I'm losing track of where I'm at. This was a part of a printable off a Kendra's digital, I believe it was May 2025. In the particular paper that I was using was a bunch of teals, and this little gal here just went so perfectly with all the different colors that I had that I just had to use her. Here we go with sketch number 13. This was some Stamps of Life products from an older card kit that I had, but I liked the movement of how the arrows were kind of going. It made you think that the mail truck might be going this way, down the road, and the doggy and the birdie are just so happy that Happy Mail is coming your way. And then we have number 14. This was a sticker that I had received from a lovely friend, Carla. She included a couple little sheets in with the birthday card that she sent me. And I thought the little fox just went so perfectly with these particular pattern papers that were used. These were some big sequins. So I placed them on, and I had one that was already cut in half, and I thought, oh, that looks quite nice. So I did that up here as well. This orange paper was, it's more the layering weight, text weight type paper, so it tore and did the distressing with the edge of a scissor, and it quite nicely tore, so I didn't really have to work very hard at it, and then ink the edges to kind of give it a nice two-tone feel. Now here's where 15 through 18, I pretty much made mine the same, but basically the way you cut the piece of paper, if you have directional paper, you're going to get one in the vertical and some in the horizontal. But I decided to make mine quite the same by putting that piece of paper in the same bottom right corner. Again, using that fun cupcake, which is from the Stamps of Life. I had this background. I think it was more like a cloud from Diamond Press. I like the little stitching detail, but it did add the kind of bumpy semicircle, which to me kind of matched on the cupcake. Kind of resembled more frosting, maybe, you know, a cupcake on a cloud. Who wouldn't want that? And then I embossed the background of the card base directly with like a sunshine ray because, oh, it's your day, it's your birthday, eat cake. That was my theory there. So those four are about the same. And again, that's 15, 16, 17, and 18. Well, I hope you like this look through of what I made for KCC 18. Stay tuned in the next quarter. So that would be July, August, and September of 2025 of the cards that I'll be making with KCC 19 in the future. Here's a quick little run through here of some of the cards again. If you have any questions about this challenge or about the cards or just would like to say hi, do let me know in the comments below and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!